prophecy unfolding. What I wanted to do was bring a video that actually I stumbled across, which blew my mind. Many people ask me of the whole global kind of Great Reset. What is it? Are we going to really and truly see it? And I believe it's starting to happen. We're looking at the stock markets, etc. Things are beginning to happen. Well, what this woman kind of does, what she says, she gives a clear example of where it's actually happening and how they're going to implement it worldwide and cause a global catastrophe within the finance sector in order to change everything. Just have a listen to exactly what she says. It's only a short video, but a huge amount of detail. If it's your first time here, you're very welcome. Consider becoming part of the family down below. Guys, listen to it all. Have a near to exactly what's been said and hear the warning.
With a cashless society, the social credit system will come for everyone.
And if you notice, my country was the first where they made cash illegal. 2016, digitalization was forced in the country. 8 o'clock in the evening announced midnight, cash was illegal, the big notes. And 70% of the economy crashed. This digitalization is now going all over the world, and there's a war on cash. They call it war on cash. Because cash is merely a medium of exchange. It has no value in itself. It's just a promise. You read the dollar note, it says, I promise to pay the bearer. When it's digital, even a credit card, you're giving rents to the global financial system. But when it's cryptocurrency in the hands of algorithms, in the hands of big tech, they will do what is happening in China. Create social credit system to decide a new caste system. And you might have also followed that while all this has been happening, the founder of the World Economic Forum did a book called The Great Reset on how to deal with the COVID crisis. And everything we're seeing unfold is part of that Great Reset. But an element of that Great Reset is you will own nothing. Now, I'm a believer in the commons, and it would be so good if all land was a commons, if all seed was a commons, if food was a commons, if health was a commons, so that we had strong public health systems, strong community health system, deep knowledge about being healthy. But when Paul Schwab says, you will own nothing, he's saying we'll own it all. That's why you have Gates, not just owning the seed, wanting to own our food. One, of course, controls the health, and now owning land. If ever there was a time for humanity to wake up, now is the time.
As you can see and hear, they've implemented this in other countries already. We're seeing kind of the unraveling of cash. They want to move away from cash. And what that does is when we centralise finance like that, whether it's digital or not, we actually give full control over to the ones who actually look after or maintain it, which is obviously the special 1% of people who are in charge, and they will dictate, and that's how you can bring in social and credit scores the way they did in China, because it's all electrical, so they can monitor or they can stop kind of taking money out if need be. This is the scariest, kind of one of the scarier things that's happening at the moment. We're seeing so much, and it's hard to keep up with everything, obviously, with the whole World Health Organization and the vote that's coming in on the 22nd. But the global reset is going to happen. It's something we know. They're warning now in the markets and the stock markets that it's going to be, everything is going to collapse. That's the wording that they use. Something I would really warn about, and my mum has warned me on numerous occasions, is to try stock up on the foods and things that we use. Now, not that there's never going to be any of that there, but we may have a couple of months, 6 months, a year, where it's going to be so difficult. Obviously, different beliefs for different people when it comes to the whole thing of the rapture and return of Christ. But still, while we're here, we want to make sure we prepare as best as we can, because we want to be able to use that in order to help other people. So we need to be ready, and things are going to get rocky. This is not to scare, but to prepare all of us. So I just wanted to kind of get that out there and show you. Guys, I always say, regardless of what their plans are, what the enemy is planning, what people that are in power are planning, it doesn't matter. The war is already won. God's always in control, and keep the faith.